Hello, Callie here from Soulcraft Sisters, and this is the new moon reading for 30th of October 2016. So welcome. And the new moon, as I usually talk about, is a time to set intention for the upcoming lunar cycle. And what I usually do is I like to focus on one, maximum two areas that I really want to work with and on a daily basis actually pour some attention and some effort into. And so if I choose more than one or two areas, it becomes a little overwhelming. And also I like the feeling at the end of a month that I've actually accomplished and been able to do some of the things that I set out to do and integrate into my daily practices. So that's why I advocate for maybe pick out one or two areas that you like to work with, set intentions around, create some affirmations or whatever your practice is. So that's just a little advice from me, because that works for me at least. And so let's get to it. So first of all, I picked a card for us from the Sandra Kuntz, the Messenger Oracle cards, and I got the Keeper of Magic for us this time around. And I think Sandra Kuntz so beautifully describes what the raven here is coming through and telling us. So I think I'll just read from her guidebook here. In a very few paragraphs, she sums up pretty much everything that I hold to believe. At least it resonates in me. So when something resonates in me, I feel an alignment, and that becomes part of my way of approaching the world. Okay, so here it goes. The Keeper of Magic, the Raven. The raven is the messenger from the black void of pure creation. And Raven knows that all is well, for it can create magic in any situation, as magic is its true nature. The black iridescent feathers of the raven are a reminder that we are source energy. Good and bad do not exist within the void. Everything just is. And when we can live in the present moment from this place of non-judgment, then the magic is ours to own. The more we focus on the mystery and magic of life, the more it shows itself and becomes our everyday reality. Raven also reminds us not to take life too seriously, as that can stop magic in its tracks. Ravens and crows are constantly around us in our physical environment, and they show us how plentiful the magic is. Remember that any situation can change in a heartbeat, as you are magic and your heart is your powerful magic wand. What you focus on is what you create. So I just love her way of putting this, and I think it's a beautiful message here on this new moon, where we do set intentions for what it is we want to manifest and create and invite into our life. So that was the message for all of us. And now what I want to invite you to do is have a look at the screen and look at the 4 different elements, the images, and see which one of the elements, which one of the images speaks out to you, and pick one of them. And once you've done that, let's have a look at the cards that I pulled for each of these symbols. So for Earth element, you get the 8 of Flames. And here we have this beautiful, it's like a star formation. We have these 8 rays of light. And it's like there's a doorway here, gateway. We also have, I don't know if you can see, but there's like an astrological wheel here. So there's actually a lot of information in this card. We also have the red color, which speaks of fire and passion and activity. And so the message that's coming through with this 8 of Flames here is that there seems to be some opportunities, like a gateway here, that are present for you in this upcoming month, and you are sort of encouraged to take action on these. Be spontaneous. Take Don't think too much about the opportunities that are presented to you, because there seems to be an urgent matter of speed here, at least of taking advantage of what is presented in this upcoming month for you. Because it also seems like this opportunity might not come around for some time. so I get a sense of urgency here. So be awake, aware, and ready to go, basically. For some of you, I get a feeling that it might be regarding a housing situation, maybe moving. For others, it might be something with your physical body, your health. And again, for others of you, this astrological sign here, there's also, or this wheel here, there's also a message of us being more than our, us being more than one character, so to speak. We contain a lot of different personality aspects, so to speak. So if you've been known for being the smart kid, the wise man, the analytical child, or whatever it is that you've identified with, there's much more to you. There is to all of us. So it's a matter of maybe integrating more of these characteristics, I think you could say, and exploring them in the coming month as well. So those were the messages that wanted to come through to you guys who picked the earth element. And then we have the fire element, and here we get this beautiful Queen of Swords. So we see a door here almost by her heart, and you see her third eye here. She's wide awake and very active third eye. So this queen is a very compassionate, it's like she's thinking with her heart. For some of you, there is an emphasis of mental openness and clarity, and maybe getting some intuitive hits, understanding things in their entirety, sort of from taking a step back and seeing things, how everything is related. So being mentally clear about some steps you need to take in the coming month. And for some of you, I feel like what has been clouding your vision, something like not understanding exactly what you need to do, suddenly that clears up, and you know, now I know what I need to do. And for some of you, it's going to be work related, within your work life. She's very sort of there's also something about problem solving for yourself, but maybe also for a wider group. Something becomes clear, and you are able to effectively communicate what it is that you're experiencing and what would be a wise thing to do moving forward. So these are some of the messages that's coming through to you. It's like you're giving the key of wisdom or knowledge about certain things that enables you to make a plan. I don't know if you can see, there's like a checkered board, like a floor here. For me, that talks about seeing how you can move forward and making a plan, something like that. And all of this will be very much aligned with your heart and your intuition. Yeah, that was the message for you. Now let's look at the water element. So if you pick the water element, you get the 10 of Cups. And here we have, it's like a beautiful mandala here in the background. So this we've got harmony here. So where this queen here, she sees things clearly. Here is a matter of feeling things, feeling the connection to everything around you, feeling a deep sense of satisfaction in all areas of your life, really. A feeling of wholeness. We are always whole, but we don't always feel whole. So here there is a feeling of completion and harmony, and it's a kind of selfless type of harmony. It's one where you sort of feel connected to everything and therefore want to serve the maybe the community without any selfish notions, really, because you see how you play a part in the whole. Yeah, it's a very beautiful feeling. Yeah, and yeah, I see this tree. I see how you feel like you are a branch of a much greater tree, a tree of life, maybe we could say, and how everything like that is interconnected, and feeling trusting and just enjoying that emotion. Lovely. And then we have the air sign, and then we have the Five of Cups for you guys. So whereas here we had an emotional feeling of wholeness, here there might be a little bit of imbalance, emotional imbalance going on. So this usually comes up if we feel maybe anxious about something, or maybe not so much, maybe more like melancholic, worried, a feeling of having lost something or somebody. And what this really gives us in terms of opportunities is to really explore the depths of our emotional range, accepting that perhaps that's how some of us feel, or it's a theme that might be playing out throughout the month. Just observing it and understanding that this emotion is created based on some convictions that might not be completely aligned. For example, if we invest and place all of our happiness in the hands of maybe somebody else or something else, and that crumbles, then of course that's going to cause a reaction. But what we need to, when we're ready, is to just take this emotion and let it transform within us when we're ready, and move towards thoughts that support us in keeping a higher vibration, and understanding that nothing is ever really lost. Everything is interconnected, and soon enough this emotion will transform itself when you're ready for it. So that's what I wanted to say here. I get a sense that for some it could be related to the feeling of warmth and safety, or your dream house, or something about your base that might be challenged a little bit, causing perhaps a little bit of a flicker in your emotional realm. So I would say just be aware and compassionate, and see how it plays out and how you can transform it, right, throughout this month. So those were the messages that wanted to come through to us on this new moon at the end of October 2016. Other than that, I just wanted to say for us that who work with intentions, take some of these energies. Like, for example, before I started filming this video, I chose the water element. So I'll be sitting with this card and this energy and see how I can incorporate into my upcoming intentions for a specific area, and how I can maybe incorporate it into my meditation practice, etc. And I advise you to consider how you might do something similar for yourself. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.